Now, many of these 12 to 15 families that are regularly coming, they already had a Srimad Bhagavatam set. One girl who actually came to pick me up at the airport also was sent by the temple president. She is a daughter of a Prabhupada disciple. And when we asked, she raised her hand, I want to buy a set of Srimad. And the temple president asked her later, you already have a Srimad Bhagavatam set at your home. She said, that's not mine, that's my father's. I want my own. He goes, yeah, you want your own? You can read your father. No. If I buy a new one, then Akrur Prabhu will come to my home and install it for me. He will do the installation. So we set up timings. Okay, we will come to your home and do a formal installation of the set of Srimad Bhagavatam. We went to do an installation. At every installation, almost every installation that we went to do, we sold another 3 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams in the same community. Because when you go to do an installation at somebody's house, they will invite other people, other families they know. So almost at every installation, we sold 3 more sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. One family, they have an English set, but now their parents moved over from India, and English set is not so good for them. So they want to buy a Hindi for the parents. Another family, they have a Hindi set, they have been in Krishna consciousness for 20 years. They have a whole set of Srimad Bhagavatam in Hindi, but their children who are born and brought up here, they cannot read that. So they're getting an English set. So we're to the point of having 2 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams at one home. And many people are interested in getting it because the Srimad Bhagavatam will be installed in their house. Srimad Bhagavatam is not different than deity. Srimad Bhagavatam is the incarnation of Krishna for the Kali Yuga. Right in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, Shaunakadi Rishi are asking question to Sut Goswami. Now that Krishna has left this planet, where are the religious principles going to go? Take shelter. Who's going to look after us? And Sut Goswami said, it is the Srimad Bhagavatam who's going to look after us. We want to sell some Srimad Bhagavatam sets over here as well. In Delhi, I did one Bhagavad Katha, and I kept telling the devotees for 6 days, get the sets of Srimad Bhagavatam, get sets of Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever you can get, bring them down to the pandal. I said, Prabhuji, how many you want? I said, get as many as you can. Should we get 50, 60? I said, yes, get 50, 60. The 7th day, we asked everyone about getting a Bhagavatam set. We sold 35 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams in 1 hour. 1 hour. Delhi temples, you know, I don't know if you ever heard, our temples in Delhi are the world leaders in book distribution. Topmost. Nobody can touch Delhi temples. But each one of these temples do not sell 35 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams in 1 year, which we sold in 1 hour.
Cheers.
You know why we sold 35? Because that's all we had. I kept telling them, get more. No. They only were able to. They emptied out, we have 9 temples in Delhi. They emptied out 3 warehouses of 3 temples and got everything that they could. Only 35 sets, 1 hour. We gave people a minimum price, and many people paid 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees more than the minimum asking price. We said this is the minimum expected price, you can give whatever you like. So instead of people coming up and giving less, they actually gave more when we gave them the option. You can give whatever you like. Oh, I can give whatever I like? There's more. Because they've been hearing, they've been understanding, and they become curious. What is in it? I want to read this. It is very interesting. But we have to go out and tell people that. We have to go out and show people that. Then it's interesting. If it is just sitting on the shelf, eating dust, and that's all we see, that makes it not so attractive. When we do a Bhagavad Katha, we set up a table, a whole Bhagavatam set is displayed. They do Aarti to the Srimad Bhagavatam. The whole crowd, thousands of people doing Aarti to the set of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, it develops respect in their hearts. The set that was on display, that everybody worshipped, it went for more than 1 lakh rupees. The Bhagavatam set is how much in India? Only 4,000 rupees. As sold for 100,000. Because we were worshipping it for 7 days. We didn't do anything like that in Srila Prabhupada's time. But we do it now. You think Srila Prabhupada would be pleased to see this? You think he would say, no, don't do it, stop it? Stop the nonsense? No, there is nothing, no nonsense about it. We never did it before. We're doing it now. And we think that Srila Prabhupada is pleased with it. In Srila Prabhupada's time, we had so many full-time devotees living inside the temple. Now we don't. So those days, his instructions were, go out, distribute books every day, 7 days of the week. All day. We could do it at that time. Who's going to follow that instruction today? It's difficult. So we have Weekend Warrior program. that Saturday, Sunday, we take the congregation together, drive them into the city and say, okay, here, distribute books. So some people come for Saturday, some come for Sunday. They're given the facility. Some are aggressive enough to go out and approach people to give books one-on-one, sell books one-on-one. And some are little more timid. So we set up tables for them and we stand them there. Okay, somebody will come to you at your table, talk to you. You sell it then. So you're out there, you're making your effort. So techniques have now changed. And the techniques changed because of time, place, circumstance. And different places we do different things. Different places the books are distributed in a different way. They have a Bhagavad Gita program in Delhi only. Bhagavad Gita program that your child can register. They do this in schools. A very successful program. Thousands of children are registering. That you get a Bhagavad Gita, you register, you pay your 100 rupees, you registered in the program, you get a Bhagavad Gita. And then you read and learn to pronounce Sanskrit properly. And then there is competitions. You come in and compete in the Sanskrit competition. Last time I was there, they had me give out the awards. And they're giving money to the children. Also, encourage them that more and more children will be encouraged to participate in this program. And thousands of people are coming. The money doesn't really go to the child, it goes to the educational institute that they are connected with for winning the prizes. We didn't do anything like that in Srila Prabhupada's time. We're doing it now. It's very successful. Yes. So there are many programs that are techniques have changed, but our business is same. We have a family business. Our family businesses distribute these books. Somehow or other, distribute these books. We start study clubs now. Bhagavad Gita study club. Just like there are Bible study clubs. Is there anybody ever heard of a Bible study club? Heard? Have you heard of a Srimad Bhagavatam study club? No. So that's what we're doing now. We're setting up Srimad Bhagavatam study clubs. Because people are living in so many places where there is no Bhagavatam classes every morning. Or they cannot come to it. But they want to study Srimad Bhagavatam. So we put them in groups that 3, 4, 5 families, you get together once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. You study a paragraph or a page. Different people have different aptitude. Some can, one group more advanced, they want to do the whole page. Another group, they think they're less advanced. They do one paragraph. Study at home, think about it, write down what your realizations are, what you understand from this. Like we explained yesterday, from the Vedas came the Upanishads. And from the Upanishads came the Puranas. And from the Puranas came the Vedanta Sutras. How did it come? You first study the Vedas, then you expand on them. That would give you the Upanishads. Then you study the Upanishads and summarize it. That give you the Puranas. Then you study the Puranas and then just make notes of what you understand from this matter. That would give you the sutras, Vedanta sutras. So it's the same process we're giving our people who are studying the Bhagavatam together. And they write down their own sutras. Then they compare sutras. So, okay, I understood from this, reading this paragraph, I understood such and such. What did you understand? So, I understood such and such. And from the same paragraph, different people actually understand different things. Then when I hear your realization that you understood this from this paragraph, I say, oh yeah, I never thought of that. Or at the end of the day, you may find out, oh, I understood something that was not even in the paragraph. Like something like that can happen. But hearing other people's realizations, sharing them. So, not everything can be understood by everybody. So that's why they have me to contact, Facebook, email, voicemail, anyway, they contact me, Prabhuji, we have disagreement that this sentence that Srila Prabhupada gave in the purport, I am understanding that Srila Prabhupada is saying this, and the others are understanding that Srila Prabhupada is saying something completely different. So when they have discrepancy, they write and we try to help them. Right. So it's new techniques. We can learn from the Christians. Why not? They do the Bible study. We can also do. Here is our Bible. If they can study Bible, why we cannot study this? What is wrong with us? The Christians are doing their Bible studies. Why don't we study our own? We should do it too. And we should do it collectively, cooperatively, and then exchange ideas. So, we learn from each other. And then, when we have questions, we go to our senior devotees and try to get answers on it. The Shastras are not that simple. Sometimes a very simple sentence we think is saying this, but it's trying to say something much deeper. And when I read it, I am not really able to understand that depth. Somebody else reads the same sentence, he can understand the same in much more depth and can explain to me. Say, oh yeah, I never thought. That's what Srila Prabhupada is trying to say. So, Srila Prabhupada wanted us to work together, and these study groups, they give us the opportunity to work together, study together. We do it for school. For mundane education, why not do it for spiritual education? This is no different. This is actually better, because mundane education is limited. It is not useless, but it is limited. This spiritual education is absolute. It does not change. It cannot change. Any textbook, if you pick up even from 10 years ago, today's textbook is completely different. This Srimad Bhagavatam in 5,000 years, not much has changed, because the information given is absolute truth. It's based on absolute. It cannot change. It does not change. Only the application can. How we apply it today can change. Our technique can change. But the information itself, it doesn't change. The instructions don't change. How we do it, how we execute the instruction, that can change because of where we live, what we do. Like the Shastra says, one should go to the temple in the morning without wearing chappals. You can do it. Living in Guyana, you can walk to the temple in the morning without wearing chappals. But try to do it in Russia. Try to do it in Canada. Try to do it in America, most of the cities. You will not be able to. You end up in the hospital instead of ending up in the temple. So that doesn't mean that, okay, no, we must take it. The Shastra says to do this, I must do it, and do it that way. No, you do it, but you do it the practical way that it is possible. If the ground is freezing, you cannot walk on it barefoot. You'll kill yourself. So we don't want to become fanatics. We want to be practical followers of the philosophy that's given to us by Srila Prabhupada. Follow it practically. In another letter to Tribhuvana, Srila Prabhupada wrote, I am also glad to note that a meeting of all presidents was held just recently in order to unify the temples. That is the process. Unless we work cooperatively, how this movement will go on? So my request to you all is that you maintain the spirit of cooperation always and help me deliver Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message all over the globe. Srila Prabhupada is complimenting and virtually begging that please help me do this. Deliver Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message all over the globe. How? By working cooperatively. In a letter to Tamal Krishna Goswami, Srila Prabhupada wrote, please offer my Ras Puja offerings to everyone. I am so much pleased